has blocked President Trump's executive action attempting
Today we're cooking. What are these? Spare ribs?
For some Americans.
Yeah.
NPR's Humana Steel reports
Boneless spare ribs.
intended to deter migration.
The judge heard arguments over the Trump administration's efforts to reinterpret the 14th Amendment to limit which U.S. one's children
And a
get automatic
hurricane.
citizenship. The judge raised questions over what might happen to the children of migrants with outcoming status
Probably gonna
if
take a
they
while to
were to
cook.
hypothetically be sworn while the court decides the rule of law. U.S.
Especially being
government
that
lawyers said the Supreme Court could eventually restore citizenship to those who might lose it if it rules against the government. But lawyers on behalf of the American Civil Liberties Union said failing to set the law would suffer irreparable harm. The judge ultimately said he was not persuaded by the government's position. Humana Steel, NPR News, Washington.
The U.S. Senate is expected to vote today on whether to confirm Tulsi Gabbard as the next Director of National Intelligence. NPR's Chris Wright reports Gabbard is one of President Trump's most divisive cabinet nominees.
The former Hawaii Congresswoman's record on foreign policy has come under sharp scrutiny even by Republicans.
Oh man, it's coming back to
her
me now.
past defense of Edward Snowden, who revealed a secret government surveillance program and leaked classified documents. Some senators are also troubled by Gabbard's comments suggesting support for Russia at her 2017 visit to Syria's now ousted dictator Bashar al-Assad. She narrowly survived an intelligence committee vote, getting key Republican support to advance to the Senate floor today.
NPR's Chris Wright reported brutality or not brutality. That is the question many countries are mulling today. As after President Trump announced last night 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imported into
something
the
about
U.S.
loot fish. I've never had it.
More from London.
Wow, as far as I know.
Loot
fish?
Oh yeah, I've never had it either.
25% tariff on exports to the U.S.
Not that I
would be
know
a
of.
quote devastating blow.
I'm not even sure what it is.
From the head of
Brown
the
fish.
steel industry, which is calling on the UK government to quote act decisively in response. British officials already have a plan on the shelf for retaliatory tariffs, but they're holding off so far to see if they can possibly get an exemption from Trump. 10% of British steel goes to the U.S. It's the industry's second biggest market after the European Union. The UK has a trade deficit with the U.S. and has been hoping to avoid tariffs now that it's exited the EU. Lauren Fryer, NPR News, London.
President Trump also says he plans to announce reciprocal tariffs this week on other countries if they impose retaliatory tariffs. Wisconsin says China imposes tariffs today on U.S. products of 10 to 15%. These target U.S. farm products and U.S. crude oil. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrials are up nearly 120 points. You're listening to NPR.
This is Wisconsin Public Radio News at 10:04. I'm Alex Crow.
I thought it was going to be alcohol.
In Milwaukee. Nick Rommel explains the creative financing twist that's making it happen.
Tax incremental districts, or TIDs, have subsidized many developments in Milwaukee, like the Buck Steer District or the Hobbs Streetcar. Alder Russell Stamper thought they could have a wider.
My district has the most lots. My district is the most development. My district is the most investment. Why can't we draw up a TID for a neighborhood?
That's what the city did. The new TID covers vacant lots in Stamper's district, which includes some of the city's poorest areas. Within the TID boundaries, the city uses future property tax income generated by new houses to subsidize the construction of the houses right now. Those are 20 duplexes and 34 single-family homes, which sell for around $165,000 each. 24 units have already been built. Nick Rommel, Wisconsin Public Radio.
The Trump administration is halting a $5 billion program that aims to fast-track installation of electric vehicle chargers along highways nationwide. The U.S. Department of Transportation released a memo late last week saying that it was suspending approval of state plans for deploying chargers. The agency also revoked guidance for the program.
I love eating steak with my sisters because they did like the fat. That's the best part.
To align with current policies. Wisconsin was set to receive a total of
especially if
$8 million in federal funding for charging stations.
like the stuff that didn't
This is
melt in
Wisconsin
your mouth,
Public
that when
Radio.
it's cooked to that point.
Support
Yeah, so I'd always get my
comes from
sisters
NPR
back.
stations. Other
You know what I
contributors
mean?
include
The
the
part of
Religion
the
Foundation, a private foundation supporting NPR's coverage of religion and spirituality.
Wow, you were so munched out one night. You had grizzly sticks, like you have chicken legs or thighs, or legs.
Support for WPR comes from Cooper
Drumsticks.
Service, a division of Cooper Corporation, providing 24-hour emergency plumbing,
We had
HVAC,
like a
and
big
fire
pile of
protection for home and
fucking chicken
businesses.
sticks.
More information is at
bone left.
coopercorp.com.
When we were all drunk, we just got the
You're
munchies really
listening to
bad, so
WPR
we
News.
just like kind of recooked the
Made in
chicken bones
Wisconsin for Wisconsin.
Oh my god.
and burnt them really good, you know,
WPR.
crispy, so they're almost
Yeah.
crunchy. But any leftover, you know, meat or the gristle that was on it, you know, it was good.
This is
So
1A.
good.
I'm Shannon White.
So then we had this idea to call
I could eat about a
like
million
on
and a
apple
half
pie
of
summit,
these.
and like what if we
My mom always
use
said,
leftover like chicken bones and
life
stuff
was
like
like
this,
a box of
and
chocolates.
try to sell them.
You never know what you're going to get.
So
During the
people
week
have all
of
the
Valentine's Day, Americans purchased an estimated 58 million pounds of chocolate and candy. That's
Probably
$2.2
worth.
billion worth. But we don't just love
Probably.
Probably
chocolate.
5 grizzle sticks
Last
for
year,
like
U.S.
$1.
sales reached a record high of $21 billion. The majority of chocolate is sold around Halloween, Christmas, Easter, and of course,
And everybody would be like, my
but the
grandma
chocolate
knows
business
this
is
recipe.
struggling with rising cocoa
Grizzle
prices.
stick.
Climate change has contributed to
I've had
cocoa
them
futures
before.
rising more than 300% in the past 2 years. With all this in mind, we decided it's time for another conversation in our Ask the series.
Like how they leave it in
Ask
it's a porter,
Chocolate here. For putting your questions
the
to the
cut
expert.
porterhouse.
What do you
You
want to
get
know
it,
about the
but
business,
it can be
art,
left on the
and science
bone.
of chocolate?
You know, and it's got
Send
that
us an
big
email
bone
at
sticking out of it.
WAMU.org. Let's turn to our
Like
guest.
a lot of people,
With
sometimes
us
they
from
don't
New York City is
they
Jacques
don't
Torres.
leave it on
He's
the
a
bone like
chocolatier
that.
now
So people
celebrating
don't
his
like it.
25th year
What
in
I do is
business.
like
He's a head judge on Netflix's hit series
big chunk
Nailed
of
It,
bone in
where
there,
he's known
man.
as
Yeah, that's
Mr.
like
Yummy.
Jacques, welcome to the program.
Merci for having me. Very happy to talk to you.
This is a caveman. Just
Also
like
with us is
crazy.
chocolatier Ella Livingston. She's the CEO
Wow.
of Coco Asante in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Ella, welcome to the program.
Thank you so
Kinda
much
like
for having
bacon,
me. It's a
right?
pleasure to be here.
I would imagine this is a very
Yeah.
busy
I don't know how.
for you.
Whatever that
Chuck,
sauerkraut-
what is business like in the
sauerkraut
lead
meal
up to
was.
Valentine's Day?
Oh man, the
Oh my
meat was
God,
so tender, it would just fall right out the bone.
the biggest single
And then
day.
just
So
you
if we look at the
mix in a
holidays,
little sauerkraut with that
Christmas
stuff of that
was to
spare
be the
rib.
biggest
Oh
holiday.
man.
But Valentine would
Yeah,
be
you still
for
taste it.
us the
Do you like
second
the
one.
neck of
And if you
chicken?
look at
Like,
the single day of
you know how
sales,
most people don't eat it?
Valentine's Day is
My
really
aunties
the
love that
biggest
shit.
I
sales
mean,
day, single day of the year. So
They'll sit
it's
there
a big day and lots of people going to be online at the store.
Ella, what about
I mean,
you?
I've seen it. Like you can get, like you can get like a
Likewise, we
full
tend to
turkey
find
or
Christmas
chicken.
to be the biggest
You can
holiday
get it with
overall,
like
but Valentine's Day
everything
is pretty
thrown on,
close,
like the
and so
gizzards.
It's pretty
The heart.
hectic over here. We're trying to get everyone's
And
orders
the
out
neck.
in time. We ship out our orders. And so
I've had that with like
chocolate for
soup,
you
but I've never like
shipped out the
just
door.
ate
That way,
on
you know, right
you know,
a few days
chicken
before
and
Valentine's Day
so.
kind of rolls down for us as orders have already been shipped.
But I know my
Welcome to
uncle.
Chocolate Factory in Brooklyn 25 years ago, so first
Yeah, my
congratulations
aunties
on the milestone.
They
I think my mom probably did
stuff.
too.
About working with chocolate.
The question may be, what
Hey,
do I don't love about working with chocolate? Pretty much, I would say pretty much everyone loves chocolate, any gender, any age.
Yes, the fish eye is pretty good if you get
Look
all the
around the world,
products.
people love chocolate, and it's the same
Supposed to be
thing.
a tasty
You
little
know,
more.
giving alcohol
And
is
your soup is looking at you and
difficult
shit.
flour. You cannot give
Eyeballing you.
everyone, but chocolate is a
And it's all just about flavoring, you know.
and
In the
I
heads,
just love
you know, you can take out the head like
with
the
chocolate.
cakes
I
or
think it's a
something.
good job.
Ella, what about you?
Cakes
What
are
do you
good.
love
I've had
about it?
like a lot of different
For me,
fish
it's
cakes.
just the experience that people
Walleye
have with
fish
chocolate.
cakes.
I think sometimes we
like
forget that
musky.
chocolate can, you know, because it's
Musky.
everywhere. You go into every grocery store, you see it on all the shelves. But when it comes to specialty chocolate in particular, there's so many nuances and flavors that can be developed in the chocolate. And it also tells a story. And so we get to experience seeing our customers, you know, experience amazing chocolate, some of them for the first time. And so that's what I love most about what we do.
Well, speaking of experiencing chocolate, you both were kind enough to send us some samples to try on air. And Jacques, I have here a heart-shaped box of chocolate that I'm going to try not to eat all of, but I want to try one and I want you to sort of talk me through it. I think there's a ruby chocolate in here. It looks like you've got some squares that spell out love. Is that a ruby chocolate?
It's not. It's not. It's we use natural color, and it's certainly a white chocolate that will color. I find really chocolate a little bit too sweet, at least for me. So I still stay away from it.
Chocolate
But
covered
it's
Takis.
not
That
really
was the
chocolate
most
because
horrible
it's
thing
a
I
white
could
chocolate
make.
that will give color.
And
So then I
like
think
the
I'm
way it
going to
was
try the Alizé Hearts of Passion.
shaped and stuff.
Okay,
I
Okay,
didn't know
talk
what it
me
would look
through
like.
it.
It was
Can you
really
talk
good
me through
chocolate
it?
treat.
Okay, so
You don't like
that's
Takis to begin with?
It's
And I don't
actually
really
a
care
dark
for them.
chocolate, 60% cocoa content,
I'll eat a
and
couple
the filling
if I'm
is
really
what we call a
hungover,
ganache.
but literally
It's
just 2 of them just because
passion
it's so hot.
fruit, a little bit of cream, and then we pour that
I've had
over chocolate, add a little
chocolate,
bit of butter,
like dark chocolate
a
with
little bit
cayenne
of
pepper in it,
Alizé.
which is actually really good.
Yeah,
Alizé
yeah.
is an
But
alcohol
Takis,
that we
I don't think I
evaporate
liked them to begin with.
when we cook the ganache, but it gives the
Then you want
flavor.
chocolate
So
covered.
it's a
Oh god,
passion
that was
fruit
horrible.
ganache. When
I was
you
like
eat it, you're going to
putting it
have
all
a passion
into a
fruit coming
napkin
to you,
because it was like
and
the
you're
old
really
ladies who probably
definitely
made
going
it or
to
whatever, and I was hoping they
to
would see.
taste that beautiful fruit with passion fruits.
Okay. When you're tasting chocolate, especially fine chocolate, chew
That
or
would be
allow it
like
to melt?
Okay,
chocolate
so actually,
covering a
I
hot
like to do
Cheeto.
both. I like to chew a couple times,
Yeah.
and then when the chocolate starts to mix in my mouth, I let it
Oh no,
melt,
right, because you're
and
talking
then
about
that's
chocolate.
when you're going to have those flavors coming to you. So that's the first flavor that you're going to get, and
Yeah,
hopefully you
I
get
guess
a
true
little bit of
chocolate
the chocolate, but
that you get from
definitely
Mexico
the
is like
center, the passion fruit,
considered
and then you have you're going to melt, you're going
That
to
means
pure.
there's so
eat
much
it, and then
cocoa
you're
in
going
it,
to have
right?
a secondary
pure
flavor that
raw
come back to you.
taste with it. It's
And
not,
also the
doesn't have
mouthfeel.
sugar
So the
added
mouthfeel should be that all the chocolate melt. That means it's enough cocoa butter
stuff like that. I
inside
don't
your
know.
chocolate
I've
for
never
the
had,
whole chocolate to
I've
melt.
had Mayan
And then
chocolate.
you have the after flavor that comes to you.
I don't know if that's the
That
same, but
should
I've
not
never
be
had like a
bitter.
hot
That will be just the right
cocoa
amount of
that's like
bitterness. The
traditional.
60% cocoa content, so it's a pretty strong chocolate. But I don't want that to overpower the fruit. So we
Like
are very
Hershey's
serious
is
about
like
balancing the chocolate
they put
and
milk in it
the
to
center that we're going to put in that.
Okay, I've
milk
been
fat.
enjoying it while you've been talking, and oh my god,
But real chocolate
I
doesn't
think
even
this is
have
the happiest I've been in a little while.
it's
Shopping.
like
And you're right, the
bean
fruit
oil or
is
something.
tart.
I don't
It's
know.
a little sweet, but not too sweet. And then I love dark chocolate, and so that little hit of bitterness on the end is
It's
just
good, I'm sure.
oh, it's just
Probably delicious
Thank
on
you so
anything.
much. Ellen, is there a difference?
Right?
Oh, I'm going to keep enjoying
You
it
think?
too. Ellen, is there a difference
Yeah, that chicken, that mole
between a
sauce I have,
chocolate maker and a chocolatier?
that's probably the closest
A
I've been
little
to.
bit.
Go ahead.
A little bit.
I think I've had that on steak before.
That
us,
like
we're a bean to bar
cocoa-y
chocolate company,
taste
and
it
so
had.
we're
I
also
love that.
involved in the production of making the chocolate from the cocoa bean into
That
the
or
final
tamales.
chocolate product. So it allows us to just have more control over flavor
That's the way the
development,
place in
etc.
Ashland
So what are the
has it.
steps
And I've had it
involved
traditionally
in
cooked.
making your chocolate
One
from
friend I
bean
had
to bar?
cooked traditional Mexican
Heard. So
chocolate.
we
She
receive
made
our
like
cocoa
from
beans to
scratch
source them
mole
ethically
and then
from
put
my
it on
home country,
tamales
Ghana.
and then with the
So we get the bags of
peppers.
dried cocoa beans, and then once we receive them, we
But
take
the
them through a
restaurant
cleaning
Ashland does
process.
that too. They make
We
a
then
mole.
hand sort them. So all the beans that we're selecting are hand sorted. That means they're in excellent condition. We then roast them,
Whatever
and
happened to
roasting
that
is a place
Mexican
where,
restaurant
when you
in
think of
Ashland?
roasting coffee, you have the light, the medium, and the dark roast. That's where you get to control some of the nuances of flavors in that roasting
Is that
process.
right?
After we roast the beans, we let them cool immediately on a cooling tray that's powered by a fan, so we can stop the beans from cooking.
I went there
And
one
what I love
time for
about the roasting
lunch,
process is as the cocoa beans are roasting,
and I
as
got
they're near completion, the whole space
margarita.
starts to smell like the
That
richest
fucking margarita
chocolate
put me
smell that
into a
you've
fucking
ever smelled in your time. To the point where
It was like by noon I
our
was
neighbor
fucking
businesses will actually
faded.
let us know that they smell
Yeah, they have
our
big
chocolates on
margaritas
roasting days.
Yeah.
After that, we take
Put
it
it this
through
way, I don't remember
a
the ride
machine
back.
that's actually 2 in 1. It's a cracker and a winnower in one. So what it does is it cracks the cocoa beans down, and then as it funnels through the pipes,
But I
we
did
have
not
a winnower
expect
that separates that thin outer shell, almost like how peanuts have that thin outer shell.
I think that was the
Separates
same
that
owners that
from
tried
the
opening up
actual
that place in
cocoa
Washington too.
nibs, and that's the inside.
Right
that's
next
where
to the
chocolate.
Fat
That's what
Rock place.
grinds up and creates chocolate. So then
Kinda
we
like
capture
right
the
before that
nibs,
dollar
and then the
place.
last, well,
There's those-
I shouldn't say last second, but almost
that
second to
Lock
last
Cabin
step
used to be Scarecrow
is we
Pizza or
place them
whatever.
in what's called melangers, and those are
But
large
that place closed down. I never ate there
machines that
once, but
use
that
stone
building
grinders
is
to
so
grind down the
dated.
chocolate. It grinds down the
Should be
cocoa
torn
nibs, the
down.
milk powder, the
Every
sugar, all the
business
other
that's ever been
ingredients that you
in
use
there has failed. I
into
think
what
it's
then
not
becomes chocolate. And that
not
process
necessarily
probably
because
takes
of the
about
business. I
5 to
think it's
6
the
days,
building
and then we
looks
temper the
so
chocolate to create our products.
Well, we got
gross
this
retro.
question from a
If
listener
there's
in
such a
Palm
thing.
Beach, Florida, who asks,
Like just
do
the
you
shape
ever
of
get
the building
tired
itself
of
looks
eating
like you don't want
chocolate?
to go in there.
Jacques,
It looks like
I mean,
old
25
fucking.
years. Do you ever get tired of it?
You know, I opened my business 25 years ago, but I do what I do now for 50
You wouldn't want to eat
years.
in a restaurant
So
that I
I
knew
do that
used
for
to
a
be like a
while.
fucking
And I have to say that for the last
veterinary
25 years that I
hospital or
opened my
like
business, I eat chocolate
pet
pretty much every
boarding
day.
place.
And even
Like
if
I
I
wouldn't
am
want
not
to eat in there
here
just knowing
at home,
Where's that?
we
want
usually have
building.
also some
Really?
chocolates at home.
Yeah, there's been a
So
million fucking businesses.
do I get tired of it? No, I mean, you know, I
It's
do
a
what
shame
I
because
do.
how just the way a building
and,
looks
you
can
know,
set
every
a
time
vibe
that I
right
walk
off
to
the
the
bat. You know, if you
manufacturer,
drive by
I
that
taste
building, you
something,
look at it, it
if it
just
doesn't
looks
taste
like
right to me, we
nothing's
stop
gonna go.
making it. So, you know, I think it's important that
And no matter what you put
people
in there,
work
it's
with
gonna
me
fail just because of the
me too love
feng
the
shui
product
of the building.
that we make.
We're
I
talking to
think.
two chocolatiers, Jacques
And what else could
Flores
it be?
and Ella Livingston of Coco Asante. Coming up, they answer more of
It's
your
ugly.
questions.
Mark from Philadelphia.
There's nothing modern about it, and even if it was ever
One of the most
considered
nutritious foods, demand.
the style at any point, that must have
Well,
been
that
like
might be a question for an
the
Ask a
worst of the
Nutritionist
worst.
panel, but I can tell you that dark chocolate contains flavonoids, which are plant-based antioxidants that can offer heart health benefits like lower blood pressure. But these benefits are best achieved with dark chocolate that has at least 70% cocoa content and minimal sugar. Sorry to the milk chocolate lovers out there. But how about you? What questions do you have for our chocolatiers? Keep sending them our way. 1A@WAMU.org. We'll be right back.
Fuck, yeah. It's wintertime. Anything goes. As much as you want. I can't believe I'm losing weight. As much as I eat. Oh!
I didn't even tell you.
Can you?
I'm Layla Farben from NPR News. Member support is the largest source of funding for the journalism you value on NPR and Wisconsin Public Radio. When you give as a sustainer by making ongoing monthly contributions, you'll provide a steady stream of support for the independent, research-based news you count on. Headlines from around the world and unique stories of life here at home are powered by your monthly gift at WPR.org. Thank you. There may be little that President Trump and his former national security advisor agree on these days, but one thing could be expanding into Greenland.
And there's a lot of distraction in the atmosphere about Greenland and how to deal with it, but these are national security issues of critical importance.
I'm Juana Summers. My talk with John Bolton on Greenland's future, on All Things Considered from NPR News.
Today at 3 on Wisconsin Public Radio.
The largest source of funding for the WPR programs you enjoy
These are
comes
cool
from tens
books.
of thousands of individuals and families who contribute.
What?
You can hear your favorite program and
Actually
discover
made
new
that?
ones thanks to member support. Find out more at WPR.org.
You actually put it together too?
No.
Do you have questions about something you heard on WPR? Contact our Audience Services Department by emailing listener@WPR.org or by calling 1-800-747-7444. Support for NPR comes from this station and from the Walton Family Foundation, working to create access to opportunity for people and communities by tackling tough social and environmental problems.